right, welcome back to the channel today, and I want to go ahead and go over something I haven't done before. I want to go ahead and do a video on Waterslide decals. This is a high-grade goof custom, the MS.07B3. This is not a typical kit that comes with water slides, but companies such as G Rework will make water slide kits or water slides for these kits. Typically, this kit comes with two stickers, one for here and one for the sight or the optics for the gun, and then one here for the eye. I can go ahead and get a close up here. So one here for the eye, one here for the gun, and that's all you get in this kit. So what this will allow is you to go ahead and start putting some real decals, real looking decals on this kit. This is not a booklet, but it kind of gives you a guide as to where to put them if you need that. And you will not use all these, I promise. But you can if you'd like to, but you will add them to this kit, which will add a lot more detail than you have seen prior on some high grades. And you can get these from newtype.us. That's where I got mine. So let's go ahead and get into this. So what are some of the tools that you need to do this? First and foremost, you're going to need these. Basic, plain and simple. See this? Yeah, you're going to need these, plain and simple, water slides. My hand was in the way because I was trying to focus. Secondly, you're going to need some plain Jane water. This is the basics. There's a lot of other stuff out there that can help you do this. Like there's some setter stuff out there that you can buy. I am not suggesting that is what you go out and get. I'm just telling you there's options to make it easier for you to do these things. And so the basics, water. Another tool to use is your handy hobby knife. Your hobby knife is going to be a tool that you use to cut out the water slides. Second, you're going to want something to submerge the water slides in. So let's see, some tweezers would be handy here. So you can get some tweezers to submerge the water slides in. And then when you can go to apply them, and then they should fall right off. Thirdly, you don't have to, but I use a paint stick. I use the paint stick right here, so I can go ahead and carefully manipulate the water slide on there, so that way it doesn't tear up the water slide. Now, what I will say is the Delpy water slides and the G Rework water slides are much better quality than you would see from the Bandai water slides, so they're going to be a little bit more durable. We saw that on the kit here, that's next to me, the RH72 Origin. These are Delpy water slides, and they are durable, and I did a matte coat varnish on there to kind of seal them in completely. They look amazing, but these are the G Rework, and so we're going to work with those. This video, we're not going to spend the entire time putting every single one of them on here, but we will put at least a couple to give you an idea of what that really looks like. And so I will go and start here with this number 7. We'll go and cut this out. Do not worry about my mat. I can buy more as I cut into this. It's not a big deal. I'm not afraid to buy another mat for my desk if I need to. So you just pull that out like so. Get that here on the tweezers, and then just go ahead and dip it here in the water and submerge it for a couple of seconds, and let it get a full bath and let that paper get wet, because that's what you're going to want to do. For this, I'm going to go and pull off this hand because I know that it can get a little squirrely and it's going to get loose and bother me. I want to leave this one on because it's not a pain to get put together, but it takes some manipulation, a certain way to do it to get it to fit on. So I'm going to work around that obstacle. And that should be enough. So we'll go ahead and get this here and put this down. Let's see if I put this down, grab my trusty thing here, and manipulate it off, just like so. And like I said, you want to go ahead and let that focus in. Use that. Oh, another tool that I forgot to tell you all about is, if I can get them, I almost lost it here. All right, cotton swabs. Cotton swabs are going to be your friend because you don't want the recessed water or all that water to be sitting there. So what you want to do is you want to get that cotton swab kind of right up here in this and not touch the actual decal, but get around the decal to absorb the excess water. Then you can go ahead and manipulate the slide the way you want it and leave it there. Now, what you can do to remove the rest of that water is gently go over the water decal and pull the remaining water out of there. Honestly, even if you can do that, or you can just let it sit for a couple minutes or less, about a minute, and it'll go and stick on just fine and hold its place. So suddenly you went from a bland looking torso to something that now has some added detail to it. That's pretty exciting. And we'll go and do one more here. And so we'll go ahead and do this one right here on the front torso. If I can find it. Where's it at? It's that one. Nope, it's not that one. It's this one right here. Okay. So again, we'll go ahead and cut it out like so. And I want to go ahead and state that I know that water decals can be daunting. I know they can be a little intimidating. I even thought so at first, which is why I didn't do it at first on some of my kits. But now that I know how simple it is and saw how simple it was initially, this is actually quite fun. Again, it is provides a lot more detail. And for me, it's a little cathartic. And so while we're waiting for this to submerge and get off there, I would ask, go ahead and, if you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. It does help a lot. I'm working on making improvements. So any suggestions you'd have for the channel that would improve the quality and quantity, actually no, the quality of the videos would be greatly appreciated. Let me know your thoughts. Again, like and subscribe, comment. Let me know your thoughts and what you think could help improve the channel and help me grow. I would like to do that. So that should be enough time right here to pull that out of the water and get my paint stick. Yep, just like that. Put that down. Again, get my cotton swab right there. See that? Let's get that in focus. Okay. And just like that, just around the edges to pull some of the excess water out of there. You can even go over the decal if you'd like, just like that. And then use another dry slide to kind of get the rest. And then move the decal in a way that you would like it to go. Just like that. Yep, there it is. And that is decal number 2. Again, these are actually quite simple. I believe that they are a lot easier than the hard press on stickers or hard press on decals that you get in some master grades. And they're a lot better than the color correcting stickers that you get with some of these high grade kits. Now this kit's a little bit older, so it didn't come with a lot of stickers at all. Like I said, this one right here and a sticker for here, that was it. But get some decals. Like I said, I think for these, they were about $5 on New Type US. So I bought these. I bought the other ones for the RX-72 Origin, and I bought the other ones for the the high grade messer type FO1. So I'm going to be, when I build the messer, these are going to go on it too. So that's basically it. That is a very basic tutorial of what you need to do to build this out. And again, if you've liked this video so far, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel, leave a comment how we can improve the channel, and what you think of this video. So to recap, the tools I use, again, water decals, important. You're not going to be able to do anything without these, so water decals. Number 2, a way to cut them out, hobby knife or very, very small scissors. Number 3, some tweezers to kind of hold them submerged in the water, so that way they do come off. Number 4, because I almost forgot it, cotton swabs. They're important. Use these to dry up any excess water around the decal. Number 4, and the most important here, is the water itself. You're not going to do anything without the water. And then, of course, you want the kit. But the water is important too. The kit, whatever. Like I said before, there are different tools and methods. This is a very basic, high-level way to do it. But there are other tools and application utilities in order to get these things set quicker, better, whatever. You can go that direction if you want. I'm not saying you should or shouldn't, but do what you feel is best for you when it comes to decaling your kits. So that's the video. That's the basics. And I wanted to go and get that out there because I know I haven't made one of these in a while. So with that said, I'll let y'all go. Y'all go and keep on building. And again, like and subscribe to the channel. It does help. And I'll see y'all later.